Hey, y'all know what time it is. It's 25 DOD time, baby. And today we will be reviewing NewJeans. We have some updated rules, because I wrote these down before but I low-key forgot, so anyways. No OSTs, no different versions of the same songs, no songs where they are featured on and not the main artist, and no survival show songs. Just to clear up some misunderstandings on that third rule, songs where they have a featured artist, for example, Strategy by Twice, are allowed because Megan is a feature. But for songs like Shh, where Hyein is featured on, but not the main artist, will not be included. And I'm lumping that Be Who You Are Coca-Cola song in there too. So sorry to the 3 people who only clicked on this video for that song. But with that out of the way, let's get started with our first batch of songs.
Libby, did you just turn some music off?
Notice how this song is called Zero, because 0 people are listening to this song. I'm joking. It's not as bad as we all said it was in 2023. The beat itself is beautiful actually, and fits right into their discography. The only problem is the chorus and its lyrics. But other than that hiccup, I think this song is alright. I'm not gonna go out of my way to play it because, well, be honest, who actually listens to this song? Watch 10 people are gonna comment saying Zero is actually my #1 favorite NewJeans song. Like, be for real, you know your ass is lying. Now, if you said the version with JID was your favorite, then I'd understand. Anyways, next caller.
It's me again, I'm back. Let's talk ASAP.
The way this went from the most anticipated song on the album to my least favorite song. You know, I loved the snippet when it came out, and I was excited to hear the song when it dropped. But then Donnie on phoning dropped a snippet and girl, like, was she warning us? Like, this is the rest of the song. Lower your expectations immediately. When I tell you my smile dropped so fast. And the release of the song didn't make it any better. I hated this song. It disappointed me deeply, maybe even more than Get Up being an interlude. I was so frustrated at the direction this song took. Like, y'all didn't just drop the ball, y'all broke it. How'd we go from soft girl anthem to Zimzalabim prototype? But that was my initial impression. Over time, as I went through some character development and garnered some fresh ears, I was ready to listen to this song again, and I gotta say, it's not that bad. Believe me, the ball is still broken, but we can still tape it back together. My main problem with the song at the time, until this day, is the fact that we abandoned the beat halfway through the song. Like, that spooky beat would have been cute for just those 2 little lines, but it went on for so long. It's literally 90% of the song. Like, had they did that for maybe a verse and the pre-chorus, it would have been fine. And I think maybe if the song was longer they could have properly developed whatever the heck was going on here. Because that spooky part is low-key cute. So yeah, grew on me a little, but not completely. Probably one of their best music videos though. People are quick to dog on this song, talking about how it's boring, or how it's a snooze fest, and the weakest song on their Attention EP. But I beg to differ. In this song we see them focus on the vocal delivery. While yes, NewJeans have had their fair share little runs in their other songs, but it's not the main focus on their songs. Usually the beat and vocals go hand in hand in NewJeans songs, but in this song the beat kinda takes a back seat with being more on the simpler side. I think this was a perfect song to put on their debut EP. It not only serves as a cleanser, but as a teaser for what we can expect. It gives us a taste of what NewJeans with a chiller, more relaxed sound would be like. My only complaint for this song is the length. While yes, I have been accustomed with the 2-minute song trend, and how NewJeans were basically the group who made that trend so normalized, I've never really had a problem with it for them. Because most of their songs feel complete. It doesn't feel like it's half-baked, they all sound like they were meant to be that length. But Hurt sounds like it was supposed to be longer, but they said damn, we gotta go bald and like cut half of the song out. It's like they almost baked the cake fully, and just when it was about to be finished, they took it out the oven, so now we are left with a gooey mess. The length of this song hurts it. I am a huge fan of long choruses. I something to sink my teeth into. But the verses are extremely short, which is why this song feels so repetitive. Had they increased the length of the verses and added a long bridge, I feel like they could have avoided the repetitive claims. Now here we see NewJeans take a different approach with this song. The sound is more floaty and soft, but reminiscent to Ditto. Contrasting this soft melody, we have a fast bass line and fast-paced drums. This song definitely took some time to grow on me. I used to think it was repetitive and not as good as their previous songs, but I took in the marination, you know. I can now appreciate this song for what it is instead of comparing it. It's addictive, it's fun, and it was my song of the summer.
Don't you know how sweet it tastes?
Now this was such a new sound for NewJeans. Their songs usually have just a hint of retro, but this song is just straight up retro, like it's giving 90s or 80s. I'm not sure, I was born in 2008, so don't flame me. But this song is cool. It low-key gagged me on release. Like this was a more dark and moody song from them. In terms of vocals, usually with Cool With You, we saw a dark moody instrumental contrasted with soft airy vocals. But here I wanna say it's the opposite, but not really, since How Sweet's instrumental isn't gloomy. But the girls have a deeper tone to their voice and it's nice to listen to. Oh, this music video's aesthetic had me in a chokehold for a while. I just adore the soft and refreshingness of this song. It's so summer-coded. It's extremely retro, akin to its sister track How Sweet, but I honestly prefer Bubblegum more. What can I say? I love a good happy-go-lucky song. Like it already makes me nostalgic. And the final chorus is adorable. Bubblegum, we love you. People hate the horns, but I loved it since day one. Ever since that Bunny's camp performance, this song has been on repeat. The horns and the claps, and that sample in the background, y'all don't get her like I do. And then when the bass picks up in the pre-chorus, perfection. This song is so good to listen to when you're rushing. Like I could be running late for a flight, but you better believe after TSA, I'm stopping to play this song. Like it's just so fun and energetic. Now, before I start this section, I want to preface this. I do not support nor condone the contents within this song. The lyrics are just so weird. All of this praise is for the production, not the lyricism. With that being said, this song sounds so good. I just wish it was given to them at a more mature time during their career or just given for another group. Because the beat is so good. People call it boring, but it's anything but. We continue like the electronic synth wavy feel that we see with the other songs on this EP, and then let me talk about the best part of the beat. That bridge. The way they switch it up to be more hype. And like the way it's building up to that final chorus. And how the final chorus is still somewhat similar to the others, but they just add more like claps and stuff. And then it all comes to a close at the end. The beat starts to slowly fade and we end the song. Listening to their first EP is what inspired me to want to become a producer. Anyways, next caller. Baby, on my mind. Every day, baby. Oh, I love the dark and moody atmosphere this song has. It's like almost eerie, especially in that pre-chorus. The vocals, and how they layer on top of each other. Beautiful, a work of art. And the way they mix the first verse and chorus together for the final chorus. Beautiful. Now let's move on to our final batch of songs. If I'm being honest, I actually hated this song. Now real OGs of the channel are gonna say, wait a minute, didn't you rate it as your #1 favorite June and July release? And that would be a yes. But like immediately after it fell off for me. I don't know why. Like randomly I was like Andy wanting to play with Buzz more than Woody. But don't worry y'all, I've came to my senses. It was actually recently, outside of this project, where I started to listen to this song more. And I started to appreciate every aspect of it. It was like those middle-aged married couples who were on the brink of a divorce, but randomly started falling in love with each other again. I adore the retro feel to the whole song. Like whenever I go to the city, I put my AirPods on and wander around, like it takes me back. Back to when? I don't know. But this song makes me feel nostalgic. Like, I saw a video of this guy talking about how he listened to this song while arriving in Japan on a rainy night, and ever since then, I've wanted to go to Japan on a dark rainy night and listen to this song and then fly back. 'Cause it all depends on the right timing. Don't wanna close. Oh. This song 8, it's reminiscent of Super Shy, with its fast-paced beat against a soft melody. And I think they pull that concept off way more better in this song. Like it's just fun and catchy. Like it always gets stuck in my head. Now self-titled songs can be two things, a group-defining song that is iconic, and when you listen to it, it's very surreal. Or a song that gives off maybe the real treasure was the friends we made along the way type of vibes. But this song, I should have known they would cook. Like firstly the beat, we stray away from that synthy sound we've come to know them for and adopt a UK garage sound. And if the catchiness of the instrumental wasn't enough, the lyrics just make this song 10 times better. New hair, new tea, new jeans. Do you see? Oh. They cooked with that line. Some people might complain about how this song is too short. And believe me, I used to feel that way. but now I feel like it's a good length. It's an amazing album intro. It sets the stage for what's to come. It keeps you satisfied, but it deprives you just enough to make you want to hear more. And can we just talk about how cool this music video is? I mean, whenever I get burnt out, or whenever I'm in a design and editing slump, I always watch this video just to get inspired and motivated. Also, the styling in this video ain't so bad. This debut is truly a you had to be there moment. I still remember being 14, procrastinating to study by doom scrolling, and coming across a reel talking about this new mysterious hype girl group. There was nothing known about them except for their debut date, and the fact that their mascot was bunnies. I remember waking up on the 22nd and seeing the Attention music video pop up in my recommends. With the vocal chops in the beginning, I was expecting some experimental type of music with Aespa. And not gonna lie, I was bracing myself to not like it. But then they add that sparkle sound and R&B keyboard and I was gagged. I was like, whoa, wait a minute, hold on. And then they added that bass and claps. My ears couldn't believe what it was hearing. At this point, I was already somewhat accustomed to K-pop's grandiose sound with their over-the-top production. So I was pleasantly confused hearing this. The production was simple at face value, but still extremely layered. The more you dig deeper and analyze the song, this song went against everything I believe K-pop was at the time. It's like biting into a cake and realizing, oh, it's an ice cream cake. On the outside it looks normal, your standard run-of-the-mill cake. But once you take that first bite, you're hit with the flavor of the fondant frosting, vanilla cake, and vanilla ice cream, all these flavors politely jumping you. That's the best way I can describe the NewJeans listening experience. Well, the way I experience their songs. Every time I think of this song, I get pissed off. They were so greedy for making this song as good as it is and making it an interlude. Whoever's idea that was, just know I'm actively wishing for your downfall and trust you will be dealt with. The way I was in denial when I found out. When I heard that snippet in the Cool With You music video, I was so excited. I was like, wow, this is eating. Because they were eating. Like they were eating this song up and then they just threw the plate away. Like when it ended, my first thoughts was, that's it? I was scrambling, telling myself that the full version's on Spotify. I felt like a Itzy in 2022 trying to convince myself Sneakers wasn't the title track. That was when I realized corporations don't care. They only want your money. Because this was the greediest thing anyone could ever do.
When people say this song just has a refreshing vibe, they aren't kidding. The song starts off with the vocal chops akin to the ones we hear in Attention, with a synthwave in the background, and the sound of what I believe to be a metronome timer. All of this stops after Hyeon's 1-2-3-4. Then we move to the first verse where the synthwave takes the forefront and they add a bass, which I think is a nice touch.
But immediately after adding the bass, they abandon it. Now it's just the isolated vocals of Hyein and Minji, with synthwave sample that's been looping throughout the song. This part in the pre-chorus only lasts a couple seconds, but this has to be one of my favorite parts of the song. Just something about the pause and the echo of the members. It's just so satisfying. And don't get me started on that chorus. It combines all the elements of the songs that we've heard and amplifies it. Not to the point where it sounds loud and abrasive. It's refreshing. The claps they add in the chorus literally sound like a can of soda being popped open. Truly the song of the summer. The way Ditto gagged me when it first released. It was 4 a.m. It was a dark, cold night, and there I was, awake and watching the music video. Which trust, we will be talking about later. First things first, the song, we open up with Hyeon's soft, ethereal vocals and a relaxing synthesizer. Then we transition the first verse and we have these fast-paced drums and claps and a pretty intense bass, which in theory sounds like a mess, a disaster waiting to happen. But execution works well. It adds a nice contrast to the relaxing beat. I think what makes this song so catchy is the drums and claps. It adds a sort of rushing feel, which works in tandem with the lyrics. My feelings for you, like the memories we share, have grown so big. Summer's already gone and it's autumn. Been waiting all this time. But I don't want to stay in the middle, like you a little. Don't want no riddle, say it back, oh, say it ditto. Can't wait till the morning, so say it ditto. So in context of the song as a whole, the lyrics and what the lyrics mean, I think the drums are very much needed, not only to make this song catchy, but to convey its meaning to the listener. And that's why I love this song. It's just perfect. It captures the essence of winter. Oh, and that bridge. Can we talk about that bridge? NewJeans always get complaints for their lack of bridges in their songs, and while most of them I feel like don't need them except for Hurt, when they do a bridge they're gonna do it right. The way we slow down, abandoning the drums. So it's just the synthesizer, and the cherry on top, Donnie's vocals. And then we reach the final pre-chorus, where we start bringing back those elements we heard before. And it all leads to a satisfying conclusion to the song. 10 out of 10, there's a reason why it won Song of the Year. Now cue the dramatic pause before the number one song.
말은 해도 돼, but what do you say? 멀리 든 언제든지 달려와.
Y'all don't get the chokehold. This song had me in back in January of 23. That instrumental is genuinely so good. It's like that same synthy sound we have from their previous releases. And then they add a cowbell with some bass. And then they start singing fast. They keep asking me who is he. And then that dang chorus hits. That chorus is so good. Like the way the instruments go up and down, round and round. I'm genuinely struggling to express my feelings out. This song is perfect to me. Now could a nostalgia factor be at play? Maybe. Actually, let me speak my truth. It's a mix of both nostalgia and the fact that this song is good. Like, don't play with me, y'all. Don't get OMG. Like, I get it. Don't piss me off. Like, every section of this song is catchy. From the verses to the bridge. Literally everything. And the way they switch it up in the final chorus. Oh, this ate. And it's crazy because if I remember correctly, a lot of people did not like this song. They were saying it's good, but compared to Ditto Itzy, like I vividly remember. I genuinely can't believe I used to be a part of those people who thought that way. At last, I finally saw the light. This will forever be my favorite NewJeans song. I had a hard time reviewing their discography. It's not that it was too long, because long songs and NewJeans has never been in the same sentence. But it's because it was gonna be hard to rank. I love these songs so much. And I love each of them for different reasons. I don't have a song from NewJeans that I hate. Even ASAP, probably their most hated song, is a good song to me, complaints aside. I knew that it was gonna be hard trying to choose which song to be number one, but even though it was challenging, I think I agree with my ranking. NewJeans will always and forever be my favorite K-pop group. The whole situation happening with them confuses me, and I wish nothing but the best for those girls. Overall, I gotta say, their discography is a good 9.8 out of 10.